Trying to elevate the temperature, at least for the moment. Afro, great shot with the P250. A second player drops. Now A site is lost. They can't deny this bomb plant, but JDC will keep things interesting. It's going to be Exertion with those dualies. I think he's got to be the firepower piece. He's working his way up into Donut, but, well, he's going to be alone. So good luck. Fat chance.
Time to bail, I think, Exertion. Wow. Fast round from HEET. Early Donut split, and unfortunately for MOUZ, they just couldn't offer a lot of resistance. They looked a little bit out of sorts, out of position. There was nobody in Donut at the start. They weren't really contesting mid, so I guess, Mike, they'd done their prep and thought other avenues would be under attack, and unfortunately for them, make the wrong read and made it near on impossible to hold on to that.
Information keeps these players a little closer in towards B, but as the utility sails in towards A, they'll quickly begin to rotate, and they should be on the scene just in time, at least to lock down mid. Frozen, blinded up, still gets his. The guns are looking good so far. JDC, turret on the site, leaves just body remaining, and much worse for the wear. Body wants no part of this. He's got a minute, and so he's going to leave and try and take advantage of the time. I like this. It'll force MOUZ to spread a little bit more. And he's thinking about the long game as well, because if he finds another isolated fight, another isolated duel, takes one kill here, you limit that CT economy. You make life difficult for MOUZ. You keep the pressure on. This is a bonus round for HEET. There's a lot more than just this round win to play for. Can't quite bring it through, but he nearly had that fight, Alan.
Wow, that would have been game on.
Oh, major pressure on for Dexter. MOUZ have gone light in B for the first time. Dexter's going to get one, but the trade's there. That's fine. Joko as the entry does his job. Pressure in cave. Torji gets away. Shot on, and he escaped. That's huge. The poke back in, maybe a little bit of an overextension, but still pressure in cave is going to make this difficult to plant. They need to get the bomb down, and a flank's starting to develop. Wanted to try and prize away a player from the front, but JDC is so ready for this. He's positioned for it. He's set up on the angle and body. He will clear out that one. Actually really did set himself up nicely for the prolonged fight, but just yet. But look at the pressure it's applied. Two players in mid. MOUZ want to be able to quickly rotate. That would have been the kill. Body can't quite zero it in, but Exercise is there for the mop-up. The alley-oop. Now this sets up an opportunity here towards A. MOUZ are very quick to respond. What kind of utility is still available? Joko's got it, and he's not here. That's the problem. They really need Joko's smoke to enable a plant. They need Joko to come into the angle. The longer this waits in the meantime, the messier it gets. Look at the health remaining for this team. Oh, now the rotate off is going to come through. It is a 2-on-2. It's viable, perhaps. And if Joko actually does work his way through mid, Gun got to be out here. If he finds Torzi, he does indeed. Now it's all on to Dexter. He's not close. Gonna be looking for this fight on Joko, but in the meantime, the ball makes its way over to be planted. Jax is going to beat him on that foot race. It's come down to the 1v1. Happens to squad the veterans. Got to do it.
Oh, Jax wants to fight.
He does. He does. He's coming forward. I like it. Offset the expectation. Try and catch Dexter when he's not expecting it. Indeed. Jax finds home. S'il vous plaît. And there it is. But this time he wasn't ready for it. Dexter was happy to give him the peek, happy to give him the fight, and he takes two.
Oh, it's Torzi.
Oh, shut down here.
JDC's on side as well. Wow. Nothing he can do to react. They're trying to force frags, Mike, after losing the opening, but MOUZ is so ready and playing off each other great.
And Afro's dead. Oh, no. Okay. Thought he was a little wider in that initial peek. But it's still a rather hopeless situation. 30 seconds on the clock. Afro creeping in the mid. The uppercut shot. He wants to secure mid so that Exertion can look forward. But he's even hesitant to do so. That's a lucky find. Okay, Exertion. Someone check him PC. And hearing the second player drop as well. Now he's got the information. Now that triggers the full rotate. MOUZ, fortunate. I mean, they won their scratch off, right? They just got a real lucky ticket back into this round. Shucks. Look at the health. Look at the health. These players are a wisp away from death. They can't hang on here, and it's going to be the overwhelm. Okay, exertion. What a way to get the team back into the round.
Great round from him, that first kill.
HEET, they're still down a man, but it seems like they're going to group up again for this B hit, and we're going to see if exertion can answer the call once more.
Okay, so they hear the B retake. Frozen's now taking some information saying, guys, there's nothing mid. And he's fast flanking. Is anybody holding this? One player is. That's Jax looking this way. Oh, they're boosting. Almost caught. Torzy hits the deck. Big frag. And Exertion again left alone. Frozen's a little bit of a way off. And Exertion, biding his time, peeks out. Afro's ready. 2v2. But Frozen still, he's so fast on this flank.
Not fast enough, though. Not fast enough. Utility timing could be brutal. Not around the corner. And that's a big kill for JDC. Puts the pressure on Afro. He's already delivered every kill in this round, but he needs the ace. And Frozen finds him with his back turned. Missed opportunity here for HEET. Afro put in so much work with that AWP to try and A. Doesn't work. B hit.
That's old school ancient, so...
Joker's just heard Dexter clear back in towards Jaguar. That's a little bit of information. Does that coax them off? Nope. Flash through. Here we go. Here's the move. Afro down for the count. And his teammates didn't go with him, but now it seems like they might just all die alone. Body's still stuck here. He's in a 1v1. He's got the bomb. If he goes down, round is basically lost, and Dexter will do him that service. So Exorcise, yeah, you got mid control, but can't really do anything with it. And checked. Dead. Dexter's playing it.
Torzy off. Jax is on the angle. Wow. I can't believe Torzy survived that. Zerjan now aware of what's up and he wants to fight, Mike. He wants to fight. He wants to fight and he can't win it. Exorcise as well. Claims another. That's in towards Donut. This is a messy round. Bomb still out of the B doors.
They gotta go get it. They gotta go get it.
A is actually open for business.
They're trying to work the player through mid, but Exorcise has just been collected, so they don't have that anymore, and they don't have the presence towards A. For all they know, Torzy begins the rotation. He doesn't, it's Body instead, but Body! JDC knows! JDC knows! What a brilliant play! The patience! He's just moving. He's just moving. This time he's been caught. No longer so mobile. Timing gonna be everything here. Exorcise has been caught. Uh-oh. Getting away gonna be tricky. Smoke goes down, trying to bail. Commits into the fight. They're going to think he's retreated, but JDC has the presence of mind to check on the clear. And with Torzy having found another kill, this now becomes very scary for HEET. You'll see them push in. You'll see them emphasize the B site because if it goes to A, as it's going to do, they're going to save Alan.
Can't blame him. I can't believe how quickly that fell apart. Afro... I think in this downtime, he'll be rethinking that re-aggression. I like the angle of being proactive, but maybe that was a little bit too much. MOUZ seems to be well prepared for it. Cost him his life. Exorcise equally gets caught.
Doesn't want to fall back. He still wants the heat. But look at this positioning for Xertion. Exorcise strikes in mid. That might put too much comfort in their minds. And indeed, Body checking one way, gets shot from the other. So advantage here for MOUZ, and the positioning is nightmarish. Joko's going to try and take ground, recognizing that this is a tough spot. And he's just going to push it in spawn. The Madman is chasing. The Madman is chasing. And he's caught someone. So now they know a player's out of position. Now might need to hold JDC here, but losing Exorcise means they have nothing towards A. Nothing whatsoever. And they know Joko can't do anything about this. He's so far back. He's not going to be in the donut. He's not going to be the threat just yet. There's so much information available for MOUZ. This bomb's now down and ticking away. And HEET have a really tough choice.
It's got to be the save. You can see with the pace they're playing with here. Few intentions to go for this unless players overface, and that's not going to happen. MOUZ have rooted into their afterplant positions. And wow, what an aggressive round, Mike. Dexter gets all the way to under that catwalk, jumps up, surprises the first. Meanwhile, Zerjan's in the red room. HEET just had no eyes on mid. They had legs as well. Chase down Torzy.
What do you even do here now? If you're HEET, they're going to redouble the two rifles in towards sight, but they're going to need a hero play from somebody. Even if they're good, even if they trade these out, it just doesn't matter. They don't have the firepower for this, and now they're even going to spread a little bit thinner. Seems like this is maybe going to be the save call, maybe going to be the stat call. That's got to be a tough pill for the French side to swallow here.
Almost heading A.
Oh, okay. All right. They're actually bringing the fight. MOUZ maybe misreading the situation, thinking that the reinforcements are on site. Let's see if Ecstasies can get it done with the XM. Oh, he gets the first. That's a shocker. And now, into the firing line they've gone. Quickly recovering here. Need to deal with Jax on the site. Planting right under his nose. That's bold. And it will cost them. A 1v2 for Torsey. The bomb to play off of. No smokes on the Heat side, so they will eventually have to test him. But this is way closer than it had any right to be in Heat. They want to see if they can take it through. Torsey says no. A cold. Got to regroup and regain.
Bomb just collected. Dexter frozen. They're over towards B. It was inevitable they're going to try and force some fights, but now it's got a lot more difficult. Afro's here. Afro's over. There's 3 on this site. He had a great read, and they're so confident with it. Oh, Frozen, you've got to do God's work. You've got to do God's work, and Jax... Oh, I'll call it out, Mike. That's overzealous. If that punishes them, big moment.
By the sword, die by the sword, I suppose, and the aggression starting to cost them a little bit. Afro dancing around the pillar. Do they realize it? They've got one. Now they know his spot, but this is so tough. The flashbang's good. Frozen. Tough for Heat to get back into that round. Little awkward boost mechanics going on in here. Pressure up the window. That's the bomb drop. Now they have to swing back in to try and clear this. Straight into the op, which JDC will remove. Now they got a player stuck here. They're waiting for the fight to come back in, knowing that Body's going to be tempted by the peak. But 30 seconds. 30 seconds. If they're going to go, they got to get a move on. Rotation options now limited. They'll start to clear on in. Body's rotating off. He's wary that they could get out mid. Bring pressure through Donut. So we'll just be these 2 players for the cave fight. Nice kill. Jax the second as well. Brilliant playoff of Joko's flash. And Frozen, 10 seconds. He can't do anything about this. He might just go down. Hopefully not after time. But Joko coming into his crosshair. We'll get the cleanup. If he dies, rough. But how on earth could they possibly be expecting to check this? Well, if they just go through mid, they don't have to. And now he's just going to group up with his team, and they're a man down going for a B take, which, surprise, they've been doing that a lot. Really don't love this round for MOUZ. But if at first you don't succeed, try the same thing again. And Body's heard this all the way. Exertion. About to be dead for free. Somehow not. Backstab coming in. Oh, he's just giving Body the slip. Body won't let him get too far. Now we get the A strat. Now we get the A play.
Afro's here.
All right.
Afro's here.
And look at this. The read is here for Heat, right? They've got heavy presence. Body's been denied space in towards mid. The utility's here, so they're going to anticipate this A play coming through. Afro takes first contact. And here comes the play. Here comes it in, and they're just disjointed. They're being picked apart one by one. They're not getting an answer. The lineup is there for Ecstasies. He wants to dive in for more. It's all falling apart. Torsey in a 1v4 to try and deny overtime. And this isn't looking possible. She will take the play. They have to avoid giving him too many isolated.
JDC's clearing. Donut now being taken, and actually there's nobody on the vicinity. Exercise boosted. Thankfully, Body's around, but there's a lot of space given over. I think they're going to get blindsided by these Donut players. Exercise, though, wins the fight. Backs into A main. At least now he's in a position to play from.
Exertion pulls that trigger a little early. They know he's here, though. Now they have to focus on it. They have to consider it. It's going to slow them down. Big kill. A main cleared out. They know where the bulk of these CTs are. They know where they're playing from. They've got Donut control. They got A main control. It's just the Tomb and CT they have to worry about. Such a tough retake for Heat. Their options limited. They're sectioned off. With that first body dropping, that might just spell the end of this. 12.5. There is theoretically a world where you save, but it's not going to be this one. It's going to be a spray down.
Back in for this control because there's so many positions opened up for HEET by the aggression.
Afro's going to have to deliver it. Util coming over. Molotovs, but the shot is still there. The sightline available. And now while Afro's been pressured off, he might call the rotations over. There's still presence. They've got to be wary. Mid, Joko, at any time could peer up that window. And Afro's posted back on the angle. These mollies haven't cleared him. He's going to get another. He is punishing them here with this AWP. Afro been playing this ramp perfectly. And Joko being through in towards mid. What are they going to do? Finally, they've killed the boogeyman. Well, it does leave Body a little bit isolated on site, but rotations are coming. They're fast and thick. And Body, well, they're not even going to clear him. So that makes life a little bit... This is going to get real weird. Jax is caught. He's got his. Does that call them back over? No, but it does pull the rotates. Cheeky boost here for Exertion. Wants to stick on. It does mean that they don't have any vision into Jaguar, though. And so when the hit comes through, he doesn't just go 1 for 1. This might set them up. 40 seconds. A beat put into this. Jack's working his way all the way back in towards spawn. He's a man behind enemy lines, and now they've spotted the boost. Xertion has come off of it. They're waiting, though. They want Jax to get activated. 25 seconds. They don't have the time for this to fully develop. They got to go. And that smoke as well makes life difficult. 20 seconds. If they're going to do something, Jax has got to do it now. And fill in on the smoke. There's the cleanup. They've wiped away the site, and now Jax comes to fruition. Someone better get that bomb. They've got no seconds to spare. It has to go down now. Just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. Not 1 second to spare, and Jax will put this map away. Really interesting way to play this. He's playing a bit of anti-flash. So waiting for the contact off of Joko. And he's actually going to creep forward. There's the flashbang back in. Afro finds 2. Torzi, though, brings it back the other way. Those dualies didn't quite have the killing power Afro was hoping for. Couldn't find the headshots. That's going to leave it to Body here. Jumping through his crosshair. He's going to go up top. Oh, that's a great one. It's a good thing they were by coffins, because Body put someone in it. Bomby's going to go down. It's 2-on-2. Dexter's now picked up the dualies as well. No armor on these remaining 2 players, Alan, but it's going to be the headshots that HEET are looking for, so that shouldn't be massively impactful.
Lack of a kick could cause problems, but not if Jack's going to hit shots like those. Trade is good. Plenty of time. He pick up where they left.
14 seconds. As soon as they make the noise, they have to commit. If he just drops the planter, this could get wild. He's found the first. Body plays it safe, tries to deal with the mid presence, wants to play off of his teammate rather than forcing the issue. Doesn't realize how low the 2 players on site were.
There's a combined 4 HP defending the bomb site.
It's nuts. It's nuts. And they know Frozen's here. He's caught that kill, though. He's going to have to make a foot race on. Jax isn't going to test it. Oh. What could have been if they'd focused their efforts in towards the B fight. But they just didn't know, Alan.
No, I guess it's almost a blessing that they're not aware how low this HP is, because that'll make it even more painful. But I think credit to MOUZ.
Chase this one. Gonna chase Glory here. And Torzi is gonna chase his way right out of this banana position. Joko getting frisky with it. Has been collected. Overstayed is welcome. Shots ringing out both ways. And a bit of madness here on banana. That's just Coach JDC forward. Timely Molotov slows things down. Where did they? And we've lost a player, Arch.
Trying to peek in towards mid. Torzi was posted.
Puts Jax between a rock and a hard place. I found the light player. There's the kill. JDC wants to trade it. He's not quite on the angle in time, but he will collect Afro moving through the smoke. It's getting messy. Down to a 2v2. The Eagle's still here, but JDC, he's interested in the cleanup. I mean, actually, he's just buying time right now for Dexter to come around.
Oh! Okay, whoa.
Body, but at this point, the pistol players are going to tuck. They've got the right read. They've got the bodies here. They've got 4 on. MOUZ need to execute. This could get very risky indeed. Oh, Afro finding the kill against them. They're rotating. They're rotating with no time. 15 seconds. If Exorcist kills the planter, this is all over. And there it is. The bomb's dropped. 7, 6, 5, 4. I think he got there just in the nick of time, but it will just be left to JDC to try and protect the C4. They're coming in with a fury, a sound, and a fury, and a round stolen away for Heat.
Needed that. Gun rounds have been flat. Gun rounds have been flat, but they get the entries. That counter smoke on B was perfectly timed. Okay.
And Joko wants to get aggressive down banana. This is his hallmark. This is his thing. Signature play. And Joko, it's going to work out again. This time, does he live? He's been traded every time he stuck around here before. He's up for now. Kill apartments could be huge, and xantares is ready for it. So advantage Heat. Advantage in a big way as well. And they're able to get out of their positions. They're able to fall back. I say fall back. Joko has no interest in doing that. If that op rings out again, he might be tempted to swing off of it. It's not logs. Torzy, process of elimination. Where could he be? Right in front of your face! Joko has just dismantled this round. The bomb's down to dirt, and JDC will be... xantares behind a smoke. I was going to say it's a little bit of light presence here for Heat, but they're starting to float the third player over. Bodies come in to reinforce. Captain of this squad are ready to make his move. Puts the arch. The timing on that Molotov is good.
Wow.
Exertion forward. The trade's there at least, but what a kill from Exertion. Should have been dead to rights. Afro and Joko. Oh, there's no way he expects Joko, and that's the 1-2 punch. That's the setup is perfect. Actual fight. Joko wants to come looking. They are stalling out. 30 seconds. Joko could just have big impact here again. He's on the flower plot. Spam going to come through from body, but they check. And this is now looking good for MOUZ. This is a more traditional look towards banana, towards B. They've got the site. They've got a 3-on-4. Settle back into their spots. There's no Molotovs here for Heat. That could be a bit punishing. Couple HEs, though. They need to get this rotated over because they're both towards A, and this has been a very slow rotate for Heat. They've been struggling to figure things out. Meanwhile, they want the fight. They want contact, and Torzy goes right in there with an AK. He's dismantling it. That's a great bit of aggression out from MOUZ. Taking the initiative here, forcing it down to a 2v2. Time expiring, time ticking away. The chances in this round just slipping from their fingers. xantares might stick around to make sure these players can have his hands full. xantares coming into an angle where he can support. The flashbang's there, but Jax has to answer the call. The drop in, he's on fire. He's only got one. Does drop the bomb. Signals the rotate. They're all coming through mid. xantares in a really tough spot. Surviving is going to be a nightmare. The flashbang is so good, and he's done damage. And now it's a 2-on-2. Bomb's still not down. It still has to cross. The timing could be here from Afro. On that smoke sections out Exertion a little bit. Do they clear into the pit? They clear into the pit. They drop the bomb now. It's going to be a nightmare for Frozen to try and get back around, but Frozen proactively cleaning things out, checking his angles, and Exertion's got the spot as well. Corner clearing Schmolotov, but they're both actually aggressively into the angle, so that doesn't actually really get you much. Oh, Torzy.
Oh, no.
Torzy just with the gut shot, the body shot on the body. Just rude. That's just rude. And body wants out. Afro, not so much. There we go. Great one sticking around. So that's worth the body shot on the body. But pressure's going to come. The immediate response from MOUZ. They're going to take this space. They're going to take this ground. And the double pit setup's going to work out beautifully. Jax. Oh, finds a third. It's disaster now. Torzy running this down with a pistol. But that just... How do you even read this if you're MOUZ at this point? Heat starting to shift their focus in towards banana. Trying to find the space. Scout just found contact, so maybe a split in towards B, and as Torzy moves off the angle, he's going to have an engagement. That's going to be very important with xantares. But now they've come back this way. 50 seconds, there's still plenty of time to work with. The French, where they stop? Nobody knows. Every smoke's towards the arch side. That's a nice tag on. JDC collecting. And once again, Heat have said, you know what? We don't want A, actually. We're going to work Jax around the arch. Through all of these lovely smokes we got. So MOUZ can never rotate, but in a 2-on-2 on site, they've actually got great positioning just to deal with it. Jax needs to clear out this mini pit player. Torzy's presumably watching the balcony, and there it goes. Setup comes to fruition. Great. As we come to expect. Xertion wants to poke in. He's got the first. Oh, but the jump for info, that'll be punished. Frozen tips the scales. Tips the scales massively, and I don't know about these info hops. Body's close to it. It's like, come on, give me one more. One more. One more.
Ooh, Torzy was dancing with the devil. And he gets 2 out. Okay. I was a doubter, but he proved me wrong. In stark manner, Body left alone, 1 versus 4? Oh, I guess he's got a bit of time. Bomb at the bottom of Banana. Look how passive MOUZ are playing. Such discipline. They don't want to allow Body any fights.
Cyclone right now is saying, if you peek ahead, you get sent back.
Though, it makes it tricky.
Halls pop. Halls pop. Halls pop. Halls pop. The classic. They're in towards the pit. They've got this control. Pressure on, but Frozen is good for it. He's ice cold. Now it's going to need to be JDC to make some noise on the site itself, but he spots out Jackson. Well, that was the forward presence. Bomb stuck in pit. It's going to be very tough to cross everybody here for the MOUZ side. They need to just find some kills. That will make things a little bit easier, and it all falls to Exertion. Suddenly, this has gone out of whack. Exertion, Exorcise. The X Factors in this round, but it's the young gun, the new addition. What is that nade from Dexter? Setting up to throw it is so risky. He made the jump. They were close up. That was an interesting choice. He must have thought they were stuck down a T-ramp. But as it is, it kills up a kill and might just allow Heat into this round early. Torzy misses his first shot, goes for the repeat, but he's punished. MOUZ, their discipline is falling apart here. It's starting to crack. Their composure erased. And at this point, in a 2v4 with sight lost, yeah, you've got some money run up, but do you even attempt this, Alan?
No.
Exertion's about to die. That's got to be it.
You can play for exits, but you're not retaking this. Frozen, he's just looking around.
Be a fake, maybe be a read. They're standing pat. Nade could be well executed. Here comes the play. There's the clear. JDC out of the pit and flames at the feet of Torzy. He has to move. He's down. He's done. He's dusted. There's not a lot of time to spare, but the round is theirs. A save called for MOUZ as they'll try and keep these 2 rifles up, but the composure is cracked. The facade is crumbling, and Heat are closing the gap to an ever slimmer lead.
I can't believe the cojones on Heat. To call an XQ like that, I'll explain it. You throw 2 smokes. They go in front of pit, and what it means is when you pop out of apps, you can clear pit without a crossfire from sight, and then you throw in the apps cart smoke as well. Problem is, Mike, they're 20 seconds, and you've smoked yourselves out of the bomb site essentially. So if they don't find fast kills, that gets. And as mentioned, no AWP on Torzy. That's a huge weapon for denying this sort of play. Still on the rifle, he does work. Dexter's there to help. The 1-2 punch locks down the arch side. Huge advantage now for MOUZ.
Choco wants to bring it back. He's got the space. He's got the space he's chasing. But Torzy's giving up ground, knows his life is so valuable. Dexter with the catch. That might just be the nail in the coffin here. He'll even take back the space, take back the room with the real estate. MOUZ needed a round. They needed to get healthy here. And well, the round is looking good, but it's not done just yet. 55 seconds still on the clock. Exertion now on the angle. He's gone. This is right back into doubt. And they're going to bring the fight to B, which means Frozen has to be the backstop. He has to be the sentinel of this. But no, Alexis isn't looking for it. Not anticipating. What can Afro find? Even economic damage, even economic limitation would be huge here. Any further kills he can bring through, and timing will be everything, but Frozen's looking the right way. And he's got... Here comes the pressure. They're going to slow down at all, knowing that the game's on the line? No, but neither will now. Exertion straight through, body swap spots with him. Exertion gets the mop-up kill, advantage MOUZ. I just had to sacrifice Frozen to get it. So Cease is trying to make a play out the balk. We're going to bring the pressure this way. 2 players in pit. It's a good setup. Exertion floating in. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Does he expect the presence in mini? No. Didn't expect a second body here, but now his teammates will. There's a Molotov as well for this angle. Problem is it's on Afro, and never mind. Afro's gone. Molly with it. Just Jax. He's about to be a dead man. Nicely done for MOUZ. They're taking us through to a map 3. But apparently he's shown enough to push them off. And, well, this is the anticipation from MOUZ. They wanted the aggression, but they weren't ready to handle Joko. That's one. Now, this is going to come into an A-ramp take. So, apparently that play towards B was a little bit of a fake. Pull the players off, elicit the response in towards Forklift. They got exactly that. Let's see if they can actually execute in towards the site take. Flashback in for HEET. They're already into these angles. They're going to be taking the fight close up with the Glocks. Here it is. Shox chasing, hunting, eager for it. Now, one by one, the bodies are falling for MOUZ. It's not looking good for them. So HEET.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's the, that was the backstop. Route open to B.
There we go. Bomb plant on. Foot race. HEET'll be in the angles. They won't allow this bomb plant for free. They're already back through it. They've made the read. And Torji has to worry about getting cleaned up, lest he not be allowed to plant. Bomb is going down, though. Afro and Body want to work together, but Frozen wants to bring the fight straight to them. And it is going to be left to Frozen. Spots the shadow. He's got the shots, but not the finishing blow. A pistol round win for HEET, but here's where we enter the danger zone because the bomb went down. And HEET, we talked about it a lot, these second rounds have not been kind.
We've been here before.
Exorcise. Tight into the angle. He wants to fight. He gets destroyed. And here's the problem with aggressive posturing. If he's the only player here, that stairs play usually only works if there's a smoke down. And now Jax is getting destroyed by flashes. He just can't even see anything. And they're getting dismantled through. Jax finds one, but they know he's committed to the angle. They know he can't really do anything about this. So Flame's now in, force him further in towards the smoke. Just try and punish him. And this round's again unraveling. Jax, the backstop. The advantage still found, and Dexter might just put this one away. Afro done. Another round lost. The force by 6.
As they seem primed to hit A, Afro is getting real close. Is there a little gap here? Maybe you can see the feet.
I don't think so. I think he's just hoping for the
it feels
fade.
risky, though. There's a spam. I don't think you have any clue there's this many players around. Gets one, ducks out. Oh!
Fumbling with the nades. It's so awkward, the flashbang timing. Tarzi at least will limp away, but it's looking very good for HEET now. Two bodies shifting towards the side hall. They're coming up aggressively. This isn't being watched for either. MOUZ needs to adjust. Torchi's come back to look for it, but one bullet and he's done. That's the bomb down as well. They'll have to go back to recover it. It's a rough situation for MOUZ, and they're on their back foot through every one of these fights. Just left to exert. That's okay. CS has earned our bias. And Jax. Oh, he's going to earn himself a nice kill. That was a ripper of a shot. JDC was lined up for exactly that play, exactly that peak, and it didn't matter. But what also won't matter is how nice that kill was if they lose A. All right, now a player up on site. It's Body who's playing such a risky game here. He's trying to make the cheeky play. He's just kept this in whack. Body is desperate to get something out of this position, and he's done exactly that. Oh, great peek from Frozen. All set up for Exorcise. He might find the first, but the Krieg is enough to put him away. Torji with a gun. Standoff here. Mid's been cleared. The flank is developing. That's Joko who wants to come up on it. Frozen finding the first kill. They need to clear out these players before Joko can activate it. Bombs being planted. That's a nice find. Now someone should be watching the flank, and indeed, I think they are. Frozen's looking for it. Joko wants to make his move, but if he wanders into Frozen's crosshair, that could be all they need. Did he spot? Did he see?
I think Frozen knows.
I think he saw him. Oh, he's acting like he does. Either way, this is just going to be contained. HEET don't want this. They're not about this action, boss. They're looking like they're going to try and back away and save these guns. No body save there. Joko going to try and take some out. Make sure they go up with a bomb, but it's still rocking the Krieg. It's giving me anxiety. But Afro, we're giving him a whole lot more to think about. Torchi Still making that rifle sing. That'll back Heat right off this rant. They don't want this fight. They don't want this sauce. But I will say Torji has now gone to the AK, which tells me that he also agrees the Krieg is the worst gun. So then why are you buying
the timing? Zerjan gets out.
Uh-oh. Exorcise is here, though. All good. All fine. This round looks like it's going to be put to bed. It's finally looking good for Heat. They haven't had one of these in a very long time. Right? They haven't had one of these in so very long. And well, they're going to see if there's anything more to find towards B. Or just try and do damage split towards either side of the map. Frozen gets this kill. This isn't done yet. Torzi with 3 points of health. Creeps forward. Ever closer. A quick headshot on Ecstasy, and this is a bomb plant. And who knows what could happen at that point. This is not beyond the pale just yet. Actually, with that Molotov, he is in fact going to get the bomb planted down. They don't have nades to take him out of play. Joko's not close with that one Molotov. The overwhelm is swift, but the bomb plant is there, and that's a nice find considering the circumstances. In the meantime, Exorcise, we might need to crack into his head because he's going to be driven crazy here in a moment. JDC's already up close. Exorcise looks like he wants to clear it. That's a bullet in the brain. That's one way to get your head shrunk. Joko does take space towards the other side, so the response is good from Heat. Jax, though, is committing to this fight, and that spray battle's always going to be risky. He goes forward. He goes forward. Is JDC expecting this? He is. Because he knows what kind of a madman Jax is, and that flashbang is timely. Bomb now going down. Body. Trying to deny. He's got it. The bomb is planted, but it's madness now. Afro's so out of place. He's looking to catch the player coming over mid, but Xertion's not going to do it. Not for now, but Afro. Afro with a find. Afro onto the rifle. A chance at the clutch. A flashbang over. He's dancing. Dancing with death, and he wants to go for the jump. Oh, he's got it! Afro!
Way.
The madman, the parkour champ. He's got the round. So many nades going back the other way. Oh, that makes things easier. Body's head ripped from his shoulders. A response from Joko keeps us in whack. Back and forth this goes. Utility damage is meaty, chunky, but a bullet to the face is a little bit chunkier. Afro's been waiting here this whole time. They know he's here, so he needs a teammate to help him get out of this angle. And he will have no assistance in that regard. Look at the position for Xertion, yeah. This could be it.
Double flank.
Is this his own? Xertion should have it in just a moment. There it is. How far Joko could go. Based on his tendencies, he could be on the flank already, and he is. Why not? Might just hold this angle. But it's Joko, so he might also go into spawn. Boost up by the danger panel.
MOUZ need to react instantly on B after that A main take. They've just taken this way too slow, and now they're sandwiched.
How is no one watching? No one's watching. Joko spotted one. He's got the other. He's got the snap through. Joko has just done it all. They had to know that was a possibility, Alan. They had to know he could come through, but nobody was checking for it. And just left Xertion. Just left Xertion to try and pick up the pieces.
That much noise deep in A ramp. Not the cleanest sign, but as we get into round 15, they have to invest. They have to invest. Look at this buy. It's disastrous. Jax misses one, but Joko's there to reply. 2 fast kills taken down in the end, but he's done a lot of work.
Through that, buddy. Buddy finds a kill. Xertion left alone once again. This time, it's a little bit more viable, and certainly being the last round, he'll give it a try. But the first test is getting past Body's AWP. Test passed, at least on the initial. He's got the first question right. He's filling in his essay answer now. Open the book. He's got a minute to work with. It's a little bit of time, but the pressure's going to start to creep in here. Now between... Ecstasy's back by the scaffolding. Actually, it's Body, rather. Holding back, and Jax a little closer up. Should not be super viable. Jax is looking for the flank now. Coming around the scaffolding. He might just get a blindsided shot. And indeed, he will. So 6 rounds at the very least. Triulis. Triulis. It sounds very Italian. Trio of dualies. Oh, first one not so effective. Xertion swings out right into a flashbang. He's erased. Xerxes. These pistol rounds have looked magnificent for Heat. And once again, they seem poised to take this, especially with Afro still lurking in mid. But it's not been the pistols that have been a problem. See if they can cement this one. I almost feel like Mouser may be excited to lose a pistol, as we give another opportunity for the reset. Seems insane, but it's also the way this game has gone.
Pretty rare in itself you see one team winning 6 pistols. That is mightily unlikely.
Did they win both on Ancients as well?
Yep, whole lot.
That's nuts.
But they haven't converted.
Early on here, Dexter will be committed on cement. But Body already being up the side hallway means that Dexter's position could get very tough. He goes 1 for 1. That's not bad considering the circumstances. An even situation sets up Torzy to be the site defender. Oh, he's pushed off. But JDC's right back there for the same fight. That's starting to look good for MOUZ. He's had to be watching that jump up. Now Afro is stuck. Afro is stuck. Can he even get away? The flank is on. Meanwhile, Xertion should have the backstab, and there it is. The Academy trio. Xertion, JDC, Torzy, they all work together to see through the first gun round.
That's as good as a reset, honestly. Oh, at least there's a bomb plant for Heat now. That had a sliver of economy.
Being in a courtroom, I guess. This is a good.
It feels like a
Heat.
courtroom sometimes.
Look at the presence. Look at the stack that MOUZ have gone for. They've only left Frozen here. And Heat are finding the vacant site. There's a flank starting to develop from Dexter, but it's going to need to be quick. The rotations need to be on right now. Frozen is out on island. Torsy's coming to support. They know what's going on now. The jig is up. The flashbang's good. The shots are better. And they're whittling down the numbers. A bomb plant may still come through. And actually, if they can get one more kill, this starts to look promising. I like the forward positioning. I like Body going forth into the fray. The flashbang's so excellent. The problem's the flank. He's coming back to check it. He's just spotted Dexter. No? Did he see him? Apparently not. No one's watching for this, and that's going to be the death blow. All on the Body now, who's wrapped around to try and clear the spot. He will be able to do so, but a 1v2 still required. They'll get on the defuse. They'll get on the bomb. And Torzy will take through the grumble. Choco, though, going to try and get his paws into the B site. If he finds a quick ripper of a D shot, this round could get a little more interesting. Or Body's about to die. Oh, nice angle from Frozen. Finds the crack in the smoke, finds the gap, and they're going to try and come back in to take this space, but I don't know if they realize quite how reinforced the A ramp is right now.
I've never seen this smoke before.
The one below sandbags?
I'll explain in a second. It's on A ramp. They threw it under the ramp to force good one ways.
Cheeky. Afro doesn't need ankles. Ankles just slow you down. When you're going for quick peaks like this, Xerxes has cleared out the B side of the map. That's going to be 1 extra, and that should prompt a save. He has just single-handedly dismantled everything that they want to do. That kill is going to tempt Frozen and Torzy to test this. It's going to tempt them to go back in, but this is still such a risky play. There's not a lot of post-plant utility, so maybe something could happen here, but they're out of position, so they're going to need to get a move on if they want to do it.
Body's a long way off. I guess they don't know that. But there was a little window. Safe call, though. Give it a save. Play the long game.
Oh, you've got this kind of lead, right? They got to do it.
Nice CXI stretching his legs. We've seen a lot of rounds on A. And I like the adaptation. More mid. Get aggressive.
No way they expect another to come through. xantares is going to see what he can get. First one found. Now the positioning is so rough. They can't get away. The columns must be chaos right now. Exertion, though, rises above, calms the tide, and shifts himself around. Now they've got a pinch in the defense. These players are in awkward positions for HEET, and JDC has come back in to reinforce the backlines. There's no escape, though. Exertion, he's going to keep going? He thinks they're chasing him. What? Does Exertion think they're gone? This is so passive. All the way back towards B. Now they're reaggressing, but JDC is completely isolated in these fights. He's going to find the first. Leaves everything on to Afro. Bomb not confirmed just yet. The drop of that gun might. The smoke certainly does. And that calls Xertion back around. But he's so far gone. Afro has a chance to isolate this first duel. And he's not got it. JDC rises to the occasion. The defuse is on. Timing will be everything here for the HEET squad. But at least for the time being, they're going to leave Joko alone on his lonesome and work elsewhere. How long is Joko willing to be patient?
No way.
Oh, come on. What did he see? What did he see? He hears the tick after it does hit. But what does he see to check that? Just an inkling. Just an itch on the edge of his nose. And that's a hell of a pick to find for MOUZ. Body's coming up with the bomb alone. What's he doing here? What's he doing here? That's insanity. The bomb's now been dropped completely alone. No one around to help him. Afro trying to get back through, but Body just walked a smoke on them. It's desperation now, and Afro can't connect, and that's going to be it. MOUZ are your...